Huizenga is 41 years old, a Zealand Republican, operates a gravel company, and is now the Republican candidate for Congress in the 2nd Congressional District. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, MPS. How are you?
What do you think? Is it good night, Irene, for the Tigers, or could they actually make up that deficit?
I don't know, man. I tell you, 9 games, though, this late, and like you said, fading like that. I just hope and pray the Lions can pull it together. we need something happening here.
Boy, oh boy, there's something to count on. You.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best laugh I've had in 2 days.
Actually, you could go see Carlos Guillen tonight with the Whitecaps. He's working out with them. He's going to make his way back to the Tigers on Monday. If they can get some of these people healthy, and the road to health for the Detroit Tigers leads through the West Michigan Whitecaps. That's the way they did it with Brandon Inge, and now tonight, Guillen will be at the game. Is it good night, Irene, for the state of Michigan is really going to be the question on people's minds right now. Some people are a little bit worried, are they not, about the way the gubernatorial primary went? These 2 candidates surface after all of that, sound and fury. What do you think?
Well, hey, I have grown to learn you never question the wisdom of the electorate, and hey, it is what it is, and obviously my candidate didn't win, but I think we're all getting behind Mr. Snyder on the Republican side, and I've talked to a few of my Democrat friends, and a number of them aren't real thrilled with the America's angriest mayor, but they're trying to get behind him as well, and we're going to see what we can do. I mean, I think that the main element in this whole thing is we know that Michigan has to get turned around. We know that there has to be a fundamental shift of how things have been getting done, and I hope and pray that both of those guys see that.
Let me ask you something practically speaking. Rick Snyder, were he to win the race for governor, can he actually get in there and maneuver around? I mean, we're going to have a lot of new legislators. We're going to have a new governor with no legislative experience. Won't there be a big learning curve?
It will be huge. It will be huge. And that was something I had expressed to a number of people in his campaign. But it comes down to who you surround yourself with. I can tell you, after serving under this governor, serving with this governor, that was something that she did not do very well, and they were not able to, as you say, sort of bob and weave through the legislature. And I think that first it has to start off with a healthier respect. Love them or hate them, these men and women, in this case in the state, 138 of them, 110 in the House and 38 in the Senate, so 148. Sorry, it's a little early, my math's off. But those 148 people were sent there by their constituents, and you can't just bully them, and you can't just ignore them. You have to work with them, and I really do hope that he's going to have that ability.
You have a general election to contend with now before you go to Washington to Congress. I'm just going to read this sentence to you from the Mears election guide. It says, short of scandal, the heartland of Dutch Christian conservatism isn't going to go Democratic under any circumstance. That's pretty good when you're running for office, but I take it that you will campaign seriously.
Oh, absolutely. I've got a lot of people that backed me and supported me, but we had people that were voting for other candidates as well, and we are going to prove to them why I am the best candidate, and prove to them that what my vision and my hopes for this future of the country fit with theirs, and we're not going to take anything for granted. We can't. I think as soon as you do, the people of West Michigan and the people all around the state will send you a very, very big message, and especially in a year like this, where people are paying attention, I think more than ever. You've got to make sure that you are connecting and making sure that you're not taking anything for granted. We saw almost a doubling of the normal primary turnout in my home county, Ottawa County. Throughout the district, you saw it normally going from about 72,000 people in a primary election for the congressional district to 106 plus, and that's a huge increase. And that means people are paying attention, and they should be. They need to be. If we are not paying attention to our government, guess what? It gets out of control, and we can't let that happen.
Well, that was a heck of a nail-biter primary, and we appreciate your time throughout that coverage and this morning, too. Bill Huizenga, former state representative, now candidate for Congress in the 2nd Congressional District in West Michigan along the lakeshore there. Good luck to you. We'll be back with more of your Firekeepers Casino Friday right after the news. I'm Michael Patrick Shields.